The energy in the room is the excitement of a Project Mentor kickoff. In the chairs, anxious participants cherish a first meeting with those who may be their match.
People need to get it. When they hear folks say an hour a week, often people will say that that's no time. But in the life of a child, it can be the difference between staying in school or not, going the wrong path or not, making a bad decision or not.
I just want them to see that there's so many options out there for them and that they can explore them and they don't have to be afraid or they don't have to feel intimidated because it's something that no one else in their family does.
I read once, not too long ago, that kids have like an exponentially better chance of succeeding in life if they have at least 5 caring adults in their life. And when I read that, it was some article I read, and I thought, well, if there are kids who don't have that, maybe I can be their 5th.
Certainly that was the case in my own career. When I was a young guy, 16, 17, 18, there were 1 or 2 people who guided me, sometimes with love, sometimes with passion, sometimes with a good kick. But all of us have had an experience where somebody who we looked up to gave us guidance that got us into a much better place.
We live by what we leave behind. And for me, if I can touch 1, 2, or 10 and leave make a difference in that child's life or perspective on life, for me, that's fulfillment. That's what life is all about.
The AEP employees are so committed to our children that they're willing to set aside what they have to do during the day, spend an hour a week with our kids to make sure that they have the best opportunity to be successful.
Big Brothers Big Sisters, Project Mentor is just one of the many ways American Electric Power and AEP Ohio give back to the communities they serve.
The very first day I was here, there were executives in the hall downstairs having pies thrown in their faces as a fundraiser for Operation Feed. Our job as a provider of electricity, our job as individuals is just tied up with being part of our community.
You can see others throughout the workforce making a difference in the community. And if you will, it puts a soul in the company because people want to give back. They want to do the right thing, and particularly in the Midwest where the values are so strong.
From the perspective of a nonprofit, we simply couldn't do what we do day in and day out without those individuals involved in our work, serving on our boards, helping to shape our priorities and our future as we go forward. It is an incredible gift that AEP gives to this community every single day.
American Electric Power has a rich history in community service and business leadership. AEP is a Fortune 200 company and among the largest electric utilities in the United States. It employs 22,000 people and owns AEP Ohio and 6 other operating companies, which cover 11 states. For more than 100 years, AEP has been a dominant force in the utility industry. In the early 1980s, when AEP acquired Columbus and Southern Ohio Electric Company, it made Columbus its national home base.
I remember when they built their headquarters building and a magnificent building downtown, but more importantly, it was part of anchoring the center of downtown along the riverfront, which is a great to have a national headquarters company leave New York and come here was a huge coup for Columbus, Ohio, and it's paid off with having a great corporate citizen here.
AEP's engagement in downtown development continues today with the Scioto Mile Revitalization Project. CEO Mike Morris rallied support for a corridor connecting the center city to the riverfront.
Scioto Mile would not and could not have been constructed without the visionary leadership of Mike Morris, who cares deeply about the citizens of our city, the future of our city. This man is making a difference.
He's led the United Way, and he's been very interested in economic development, for example, his leadership in the Scioto Mile. He's also deeply committed to the community
And there are several different areas where, without him, I think, the community would be seriously adrift.
As AEP's leader, Mike Morris redefines what it means to be a strong corporate citizen. Leading by example, he motivates others at AEP and across the entire community to give their time, talent, and treasure.
I love it, and I'm always proud to say I work for AEP. And when I tell people that I mentor or I'm volunteering at Habitat for Humanity or whatever the case may be, and I say, well, AEP supports that program, it makes me feel proud.
When I look at the mission of AEP, building strong communities and being flexible to allow their employees to participate in something as significant as Project Mentor, it says a lot about this company and makes me very proud to be a part of AEP.
I got involved with Project Mentor at AEP, and it was encouraged from day one. You know, my manager had to approve it, and he said absolutely, and just the level of support and encouragement that the company gives to this particular project is really, it makes you feel good as an employee. It makes you feel good to be part of a company that is trying to be a good member of the community.
Mike Morris and AEP get it. When I think about what's going on with AEP, with Project Mentor, and all those things, that means that this organization, AEP and Mike, really understand the necessity of working with children and families.
Caring about children and community is the legacy of Columbus philanthropist Milton Lewin. As a father, volunteer, and community leader, he was passionately dedicated to Big Brothers Big Sisters of Central Ohio. Volunteers Big Sisters of Central Ohio. Volunteering as a Big Brother, board member, and Capital Campaign Chair, Mr. Lewin made a difference in so many young lives. In his honor, Big Brothers Big Sisters recognizes a valued partner for their commitment to children and community. This year's recipients of the Milton Lewin Legacy Award are American for their commitment to children and community. This year's recipients of the Milton Lewin Legacy Award are American Electric Power and CEO Mike Morris.
Mr. Lewin certainly set an example. He set a pretty high bar for the rest of the community in terms of his incredible generosity with both his time and his money. And I think it's absolutely appropriate that AEP and Mike Morris will be receiving the award.
Mike Morris has a heart of gold, compassionate. It doesn't just talk about giving back, but backs up his talk with his walk.
Well, Mike and all your team at AEP, congratulations. It's great for your big hearts to be recognized by Big Brothers and Big Sisters.
You know, it's hard to imagine there's another person in the position of accomplishment that Mike has who has more heart than he does.
Say, Mike, I can't think of anyone more deserving of this award. You've been a wonderful corporate citizen in Central Ohio, and give you my personal congratulations, and commend Big Brothers and Big Sisters for choosing you for this award.
I'm proud of AEP. I'm proud of Mike Morris. And each of you deserve all the good things that you're getting and all the pats on the back, because we can't really pat you on the back enough because of the difference you've made to Columbus and its citizens. Thank you, thank you, thank you.